fried.
And we're off.
You got a World 2. The pipes are in a not convenient location there.
So we've got 5-4 here. Or not, sorry, 5-5 here. With, well, I mean, I guess the fire chomps are standard, but some of these other enemies are not supposed to be here.
No.
So both deciding to pick up the tail, and we're probably going to see Classic take some damage there, and gets a nice vanilla ghost pattern.
Yeah. Don't see it that often here in this stage, especially with the randomizer.
Yeah, pretty much the dream right there. And both runners using the tail damage boost at different points. Fun fact, of any upgrade that you damage boost with, the tail loses the least amount of frames in the transition period.
Remember you telling me that last night. I was not aware of that, so a little note I took last night.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Both the power-up animation to the tail and losing the tail take 23. The one that is the longest is actually from Super Mario to Small Mario, and from Small Mario to Super Mario, which is why, if you ever notice, it seems like you have fewer iframes. Well, that's because you do when you go from Big Mario to Small Mario, because you get a consistent amount of iframes, but what changes is that that animation time.
Slow down, I'm writing notes down.
I have a feeling he probably won't go for the clip here, or maybe... No, he's not going to do it. Okay.
That's a really hard clip to get.
Yeah, especially at the bass there. I'm a little surprised, though, since that block was a star, that they didn't go back and go for the P-speed strat. Especially in Classic's case, because I know he definitely feels comfortable with that one.
All right, so far both runners have been playing really well to start the seed out. Now we might see a path divergence here.
Yeah, and both pretty easy levels, to be honest. Although I think Mustard's is probably a little faster if it's a little more dangerous. But he does have the flowers, so he probably feels really comfortable here.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that stage. 5-8 can be a pain in the neck.
Yeah, so GamerCal asking, is that why it's possible to get the one cycle nade for with the tail despite being slower overall? That's probably true, because the P switches definitely are affected by your transition time when you gain and lose power-ups. However, it's kind of interesting. They don't change based on door transitions, though.
Classic sliding underneath that ledge there. That's kind of risky, actually.
It's only risky if it doesn't work.
It's very true.
So yeah, Fire Chop giving Mustard a little trouble there, so he was just taking it a little safe, making sure he didn't take any damage.
And with the World 1 airship here, it's a pretty quick stage. Again, without the auto-scrollers, these stages go by very fast.
Yeah, Morton's a little beefy today, it looks like.
No quakes, but does take a lot of hits.
Man's been eating his oats, doing his squats.
He's just a healthy boy.
Yeah, I actually I heard he got a first round grade for the NFL draft this year.
That's good. That's good. I have a feeling the other Koopalings are gonna put some weight on instead and be a little slower, but shake the ground a bit.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what Larry does this time around. You know, usually he's kind of a wimp, so maybe he's been hitting it hard.
Classic's playing the 3-1, 3F1 here, so there's an interesting pipe set up there. They have 2 pipes there, so they're going to play the fort first just to get it out of the way, and I have a feeling they're both going to go back to check the pipes.
Yeah, so what I know from what Mustard told me is you have to play a level. You always have to play a level. So once they play this level, it's going to give them a lot of information. That lock doesn't break, so they have a good idea that you know, they're going to be able to just get to the end of the world without issue.
So Classic checked the pipe, see that he has to play 2 levels to go to another pipe, so I think he's taking a risk here. And I think that risk is the right decision, because as you see, Mustard checked the other pipe, and fortunately not in his favor. Mustard getting the fireworks. I'm gonna have to tease him about that later.
Just trying to slow him down a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, we got 8-1 here on this side.
It's funny, you watch both of them and they go for that power up at the beginning of 2-1 here, and then they remember, oh yeah, there's a bass, I'm out, peace.
Yeah. I'm not gonna fill his belly tonight.
So Classic did try to go for the P-Speed strat there. He did have a setup for it. Just unfortunately slid off the platform there.
Now we get the World 4 airship. Classic's gonna go for the P-Speed strat here.
Is able to get it back there and make it over with the strat, so nicely done.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, she's a one-hitter, okay. So, fortunate. Seems like that never happens with her.
No. Wendy's cost me quite a few tournament runs.
So yeah, knowing this, Mustard's like, you know, I'm going to equip the power up. So yeah, he's actually doing this a little different than most people do it. He did it really clean there, actually.
Yeah.
So nicely done.
Yeah, well done by Mustard there. You could tell Classic had to turn left a few times. A double bridge setup here for World 4.
Yeah, you're really hoping this is the one. I mean, either way, we're getting a bridge, right? So, I mean, you know, it just might not be the one you want.
It's the correct fort either way. It's just, is it the right fort?
And, you know, if they build the wrong bridge, can't you just, you know, send an order, have them build the other bridge, right? Isn't that how it works?
Something like that. I thought I saw that in the manual somewhere.
Yeah, just flip over and, you know, build the other bridge. It's fine. So yeah, that is the fort. Very fast fort as well. And if Mustard's able to get the P-Speed strat here, which I know he knows this, he can save a little bit of time getting the fire kill on the boom boom. Oh! So he jumped just early on that jump. That's a very common mistake. You see it all the time in vanilla speedrunning as well. With that particular jump, you really, really want to make sure you're on the edge of that platform before you jump. Otherwise, you're just going to end up clipping through that platform, it seems, more often than not.
Yeah, as I stated last night, trusting the P-Speed strats is really hard for new runners, like myself as well, because you know you're going fast, but you know if you slip, you're done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Classic's grabbing a music box there. We might see that in World 7.
Ooh, the Hammer Bro wanted to say hi. And it was a fun one, too. And Nicely done, not taking the damage there.
Yeah, so Mustard's roughly about half a stage behind, but he's... Oh, I had to say that.
Yeah, the unfortunate side effect of Boss Bass there, you know, when you kill him, he just sometimes appears in different levels on the stage, and you know, sometimes it's not the one you want.
Oh, Iggy's got the earthquakes this time around. Unfortunately, he does not have the HP.
Oh, so he actually was able to skip a stage there. So yeah, both runners actually initially missing that pipe, and I didn't even think about it because I figured they would have noticed it. I was like, oh, whoopsie.
You see the bridge,
yeah,
you're
so,
just like, go.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, this is a really significant time save for Mustard. Oh, okay, he's able to get him.
Yeah,
nice.
as long as the fight goes smoothly, he should be fine, so. They got a nice World 1 setup here. The first and the 1-1 block is the fort, which you'll need to get further on, and then just 2 more stages and you're at the castle.
Yeah, I noticed, got that fun rogue hot foot before the pipe that always just seems to be in this level.
Peach is not handing out the goodies today, though. Another star.
This is a really good star usage, actually. He's going to be able to get P-Speed here without much issue, so he should be able to make it to the pipe with the star, too, so he doesn't have to worry about all those hot feet that spawn.
And there's 7-5 there for Classic.
Oh, very fortunate Fire Nipper there, though. Oh, what in the world is going on there?
I don't know if Mustard knows the clips for 7-5, but if he does, that can help him significantly if he keeps his mushroom.
Yeah, that is true. At least if he just makes it to the end portion is really key for him. So yeah, Classic just getting rid of that Fire Nipper. He's having, you know, taken. So he really wanted to. Oh man, this is rough. He's hoping this is a mushroom so he can clip at the end. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not gonna work. It was a good effort though.
He's hoping for a fire flower here, and there it is.
Yeah, it's a very nice item for this. Just throw the blocks. Yeah, take out the Nipper. I'm not sure. I think he's hoping this is a leaf, so he can fly at the end. But I think he knows how to clip too. It's definitely true that a leaf is safer. He's gonna actually take a lead here if he's able to keep the power up. So, and oh man, Classic taking another death there, and we just got weird enemies flying everywhere. You see that Chomp just coming out of nowhere? We got Paragoomba. Yeah. We got everything here. I mean, this is really what you don't want to see.
Remind me later to message you to roll seed for me so I can have some troublesome seeds.
Yeah, I'm gonna hear it after this one, I'm sure. So yeah, he should just go down this next pipe. Oh man, never mind. Never mind. Oh, okay, he's safe. Just go down the pipe. Because he could really go down either one and just clip at the end, so. Man, is someone gonna make it out of this gauntlet? Oh no. Oh!
Wow, whoa. What a dodge.
Yeah. The 5 Ds of Mario 3. Dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that many Fire Nippers in the stage. I don't know about you, but 3, that was very brutal. And man, he's got to be really careful here not to take any damage, because he's going to want to clip at the end too. I don't think he even knows yet that there's another Fire Nipper. Oh man. Yeah, you're not going to be able to make... Oh man. Oh goodness. Oh goodness, go down. My heart, I can't handle it.
Oh boy, this stage is something else.
That's
nice.
exactly the kind of break that Mustard needed, though. I mean, really, the seeds have just been going too well, like too easily and too well, I think, and you know that's going to be a big boost for him. He's probably not going to expect Classic to had that much trouble in that stage, though. So
yeah, he still might see Mustard play a little aggressive here, just to think he's still behind, if he thinks he's behind. If I was playing Classic, I would always think I'm behind, so that's just the strategy I would have.
Yeah, nice speed strat there in 4-4 from Classic. Perfectly executed.
So Mustard will be entering into World 5, just about a stage ahead of Classic here.
To be fair, I'm just going to say, you know, that's why you guys should have fought Hammer Bros and got a Cloud, so it's not on me.
Well, you know how Classic feels about the end card game, so you might feel the same way about the Hammer Bros.
Oh, he feels the same about just about anything that isn't you just ram your head through the wall of the game, basically. Point A to point B as soon as possible.
Yes.
Nice H jump there from Mustard, so it's going to save a pretty nice chunk of time.
And Peach gives him a Fire Flower. That's a nice item to find.
So yeah, most they can skip is one level here. And it's going to require a hammer to do it, it looks like.
Koopaling gets...
So yeah, that was well executed, but it seems for some reason you get a Paracoopa there almost every time. And of course, the Paracoopa, yeah, where's that Cloud, you know, last world?
You didn't need that, right?
Yeah, no, that wouldn't have helped at all. So, ooh, we got Fort Knox. So yeah, this is oh my goodness, he's gonna go for it, I think. Yeah, he's gonna go for this. So this is probably gonna decide the race, I would imagine, because they're both in two very long stages, and it's very likely one of them is not required.
Yeah, so I mean, it's the gamble here. It's ironic because you wouldn't think Fort Knox takes as long as this stage does, but it really does.
Yeah, you gotta wait for that P-switch to run out, right? And it's just it's a deceptively long amount of time. Because he entered the stage before Classic did, and Classic's already at the Boom Boom in that stage, so... He's really hoping this doesn't build that bridge. Oh goodness, that's a tough break.
Yes, we got Mustard in 4 or 5 here as Classic's playing the coin chip.
The thing I like about this is Mustard said, you know, I'm sticking to the strategy. I'm dedicated to it, and it paid off this time around, so.
Classic's getting a little march of the Hammer Bros out there. Oh, no tunnel strat?
That Koopa was kind of giving him some trouble there, just Just hanging around that tunnel for no reason. Like, what are you doing there, Koopa?
Yeah, he's thinking, not today, buddy. Not today, Mustard.
It's like, you want to slide down this? Well, then, I've got a surprise for you. Yeah, this is rough. Because that pipe's there, there's just so many... There's not as many spots for them to break apart as there normally is. So you're much more likely to get a marathon in this sort of situation. And I can guarantee as soon as Mustard used that star and went in the level, he was like, yeah, wish I didn't use that here.
I can't tell you the last few times I was practicing, I used a P-Wing and I went to that stage.
Yeah, that's a rough one. You're like, it technically doesn't lose any time, so I mean... It's not like you... Oh, and Classic taking a death from the Bass. I'm actually really surprised he's choosing to play the level and not just use the pipe, or use the pipe, transition over the pipe anyway. Oh, that's rough. He's not having a good time right now.
Yeah.
He hasn't forfeit, so I'm not entirely sure what he's doing here.
Maybe letting off some steam.
Yeah, and it's funny how the stuff we talked about at the outset, right? On this one, where we saw the aggressiveness work against him on this seed.
So he did forfeit from the race. He said he was having technical difficulties with his controller.
Oh, okay. That explains it, why he couldn't move.
Yeah. I thought that's not like him to just sit there and jump up and down.
So yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna try to get yeah, so he's gonna be swapping out controllers. I'm not entirely sure if we're supposed to have him complete the seed or not. Is Pro A in here? Does anybody know?
Yeah, I think because he has to do the dot done, so I feel like he still needs to run. That seems like most people.
Yeah, runners always have to finish, so okay.
Yeah, it's unfortunate
So,
for Classic to have that happen, but
yeah, he'll get a little extra time here to get situated for the next race, and Mustard gets a victory.
So hey, we're getting our game 3. Not the way we wanted it to happen, but we are getting a game 3.
Yeah, that's true. I felt like we were probably getting one anyway, just the way that was working out.
Yeah.
And before he starts hitting up all the mushroom houses to try to find a frog suit.
That wouldn't really surprise me. I feel like he might do it just for fun, just to let people enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like
no way
if he gets one, yeah, if he if he gets one, I think he's gonna. You know, they can't blame me for this seed. It was really only the one bad level, you know. But man, was that a bad level! Oh my god!
Yeah. What was that? 3 fire nippers, all within close range of each other.
It was 4. I think it was 4.
Was it 4?
Yeah, because there was one. When you went the first pipe transition up, there's the one on the block section. Then there's one on the second pipe transition, the one that was down, and then there were 2 right next to each other in the last upper section.
And did you see that World 5? That's kind of a nasty World 5.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not taking credit for that. They should have been fighting Hammer Bros. And
either way, they had to go backwards. They had to go backwards to play that fort. No way of skipping that lock.
That was a very spirited star grab. I'm gonna disagree with the result that just happened there.
Yeah,
but...
no, I agree with you there. That hitboxes, what are they? How do they work?
Mario 3, it's all RNG and the hitboxes don't matter.
Should I start calling you Drew?
I mean, I guess Cleveland rocks, right?
That's right, it does. There was a forfeit because he was having technical difficulties with his controller, so he forfeited this race, but we will have a race number 3 coming up.
Yeah, so he's working on getting situated there, and Mustard still has to complete this race, so it's a nice victory lap here. Although, you know, could you move it a little quicker, bud? Come on.
It's Friday. Nobody's got anywhere to be tomorrow, right?
I mean, the weekend might be over at this pace. Yeah, it is worth noting he was a significant margin behind, so it was looking like we were probably getting a game 3 either way, but obviously anything can happen. Especially, I think World 7 and World 8 are the last 2 worlds, so...
What a better way to test your controller by playing Kaizo Brothers.
Using those iframes to his advantage there.
I love Mario, but not this much. Not gonna play a Kaizo game. That's a mental That's mentally I could not handle it. I give a lot of credit to people that do play these kind of games. A lot of tenacity.
Missed the P-switch. So yeah, that's kind of a rough World 7 setup too. Maybe I shouldn't make seeds anymore.
Are you sure they want me to roll it? I make them just as bad.
And then he just entered the door on accident. All right. Does he have a mushroom? Is the question. What if he has a leaf too? That'll work.
Well, he's got a frog suit. You can clip with the frog suit. It's not easy, but you can. I feel like he should have had one of those.
Oh, goodness.
There we go. How about that?
That's pretty nice. I actually didn't know you could do that, so very cool. And also fun. We'll see how long he's able to maintain this. I think you forgot about the orb there.
Thought he might have hit it. In case people don't know, HUmanMustard's specialty is the frog suit, so he does do the frog percentage.
Although randomized waffles are going to be a problem. Yeah, Big John's just always on call. He's ready, you know. There's like a bat signal, but it's a Big John signal. And
I think it's like a giant bicep flexing is what it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the way, shout out to Big John. He did set up the tournament for last year, so.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see if he's gonna find another frog suit. He does have a second anchor, doesn't he? So he should have one.
Yeah, he does. So we know he's definitely going to say that for Bowser's Castle. Well, there's the room with the view.
The classic four-pipe island where all of them are useless.
Yep. Unfortunately, he's going to have to play 3-9 here. It was actually a pretty long seed, even though he did stop for a moment and took his time on some few levels. This has been a pretty long one for a bracket.
Yeah, I feel like it was pretty decent pace until we got the World 6, and yeah, it was pretty rough from that point.
So next year, I expect you to be the brackets Haxor.
I don't know, man. I'm sure next year I'll get in a group with like,
With
Mitch and Classic and Fonzoid and Macobra. That'll be the group of 5, and I'll clearly go 8-0. So
easily.
That's not a concern for me whatsoever. You'll get me and I'm confirmed bad. I mean, I don't, a lot of times it doesn't matter how good you are with Mario 3 Randomizer. Sometimes you get the wrong combination of things, and there's not much you can do about that.
Yeah, you never know. I mean,
like, for instance, anytime I just see 6-6, I just want to leave. I want to just quit.
Yeah, no one wants to play 6-6.
I'll tell you guys a speedrun story. So I was doing a bunch of Warpless races in Vanilla Mario 3 at AGDQ with Mitch, and he was beating me on all of them. A lot of close ones, but there'd always be something. I had him beat. I got no hands. I was going to beat him by like 40 seconds, right? And I get to the door in 8 Fort, and I don't enter the door, and I keep running, and I fall in the lava, and Mitch beats me.
Oh, that's heartbreak right there.
It's an absolute heartbreak.
And I'm sure he gave you crap about it the whole time too, right?
Nah, I think he didn't really give me crap about it. He knew that one probably didn't feel very good.
Nah. So you guys are buddies, so I figured he'd teach you a little bit here and there.
Yeah, he does that, but he was like, yeah, he's probably a little down. Probably just let that one go for a minute. But now we joke about it, of course, and it's yeah. So yeah, every time I go by that door, I know that that's where I died. There's a memorial right there for me. So yeah, Mustard's just finishing up here. He's probably just going to play all the forts and try to get out of here as soon as he can.
Yeah, unfortunately, for our tournament rules, he has to finish the seed in order to claim victory, so...
And we might get to see a frog kill.
He did say in SRL chat that if he does get a kill in a frog suit, we have to sub.
Yeah, that was a bet he made with me. It's like a month ago. He's like, if you kill him with a frog suit, I'll sub. It's like, okay. I couldn't do it because you think I've ever used a frog suit in my life? I've never used one in my entire life.
He's saving it.
So clearly this is the pipe. This is one of the pipes.
2 bridges. We're requiring 2 bridges, so we got at least 2 of the forts on the screen here.
The only 2 levels left, so... Yeah, he's going to be stuck there, actually, so he's He's gonna have to build the coin up there, and so yeah, it's worth noting that I'm not sure what he's doing. I'm not sure he knows what he's doing. So yeah, it's worth noting that those power-up blocks are always fire flowers, because that way you can ensure there's always power-ups at the beginning there, because you cannot beat the stage without having a power-up.
Yep. Yeah, it's required to get through.
Well, I'll let you do the odds calculation. There's 17 forts in the game, and World 8 has 4 of them.
Yeah, so that Air Force ship is required.
Getting to see a nice little beta level there. It's playing all the levels here.
Yeah, unfortunately, what we saw with Classic is definitely something you don't want to see. That's just unfortunate.
Yeah, hopefully be good to go after this one. Just one of those things with NES controllers, man. Sometimes the rubber inserts just wear out. I'm assuming that's what happened. That's usually the problem when you start dropping inputs and aren't able to move anymore. Yeah, GamerCal and Tapatio J played earlier today, and GamerCal was able to win that series.
Oh, I don't want to play this stage.
I don't want to even see this stage. I don't want to think about it.
I think he's trying to make sure Classic's good to go before he jumps into Bowser's Fortress.
Yeah, that's kind of an interesting storyline too here in this last race is sometimes it's tough to get used to new controller too, so he might not feel as comfortable with it. So I'll be interested to see you know, if he changes up anything or if he's maybe more conservative than he's been. For some reason I don't think so, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't have a EverDrive, basically I have to use an emulator. I bounced between 3 different controllers during a tournament and finally settled in on one. This is what you all were waiting for. Wasn't there somebody in the tournament that was playing on keyboard?
I don't know, but I'm sure someone was. I kind of feel like this game's a little hard to play on keyboard. especially with some of the turnback stuff. I've screwed around with the keyboard a little bit with Mario 3 mechanics, and you can do it. I think you can probably get used to it if that's what you learned on, but I feel like controller is definitely easier overall.
Yeah, much paranoia. So that might have been him, and props to you, man. That's not easy.
All right.
Oh, heartbreak.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Nobody has to sub tonight. Alright, get this man out of here now. Him and his frog shenanigans.
I honestly think this little break here is going to kind of calm down HUmanMustard. I don't think he's too stressed out, but I think that's going to kind of calm his nerves for the third race.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. He could go the lower route and hope the second power-up's a Fire Flower.
Oh,
It looks like he's trying to get a clip.
Don't clip here. It takes forever to get through. I did this once, and I think I was able to walk away and fold laundry while I was clipping through the wall.
Yeah, it takes a very long time. You definitely don't want to clip here because you'll soft lock.
Yeah.
So yeah, we get to check out Bowser's hitbox here.
You mean lack of hitbox?
Yeah, you know, the hitbox that's only in his head and kind of extends from his head.
Give your GGs up for your HUmanMustard here.
And HUmanMustard finishes with an official SRL time of 47:48. Get your GGs out. GG for that hammer, or not hammer, frog kill attempt. We're moving on to game 3. All right, get you guys hype ready for game 3 here. Obviously, it was definitely a very rough game 2 there for Classic, as well as the seed wasn't very friendly. But you know, I'm sure we'll turn things around in this one.
Yeah, we're hoping this one doesn't have any technical difficulties, and we're hoping for a really exciting and competitive race between the two runners.
So yeah, I think Mustard is taking a second here, but yeah, so game 3, very exciting. So every series except for the one we've seen a game 3 this round. It's kind of what we expected, right? We expected all these to be very close.
Oh yeah, definitely. We expected these two especially to be clashing quite a bit. They're both really good runners. Two different playing styles, but then again, that's how it works. One race went in Classic's favor, and the other race went in Mustard's. Honestly, even if Classic's controller didn't fail on him, I think Mustard still would have walked away with that one.
Yeah, I think he had a pretty nice lead. Obviously, we don't know for sure. We could have had crazy stuff happen in 7 and 8, right? But yeah, different styles. Classic definitely plays more aggressive than Mustard does. He's probably the most aggressive player, I think, in the entire tournament. So, and he's quite skilled too. He's got a little bit of a skill advantage. So, keeping those things in mind, if he doesn't make many mistakes, he's going to be really tough to beat for anybody.
Yeah, I mean, I almost want to say it's a no fear style. Like he's not afraid to take the risk that most people will be like, I'm going to wait a second and play it safe.
Yeah, that is a good point. That Mitch takes more of a calculated approach to his aggression, and that works well, I think, in most cases. Because it's really bad if you end up dying pretty much any time. I mean, sometimes you can take a death that doesn't lose a lot of time, but usually it makes a huge difference. But yeah, we've noticed that HUmanMustard is more willing to gamble, and so that's how he's been trying to make up for that difference that Classic can potentially have in terms of time and execution. So, and obviously it's been a 50-50 so far, kind of as you expect, right? So it's worked off in the one race, or it's worked out in the one race and didn't work out in the first one. So yeah, we should be getting started here. Looks like the runners are readied up. So yeah.
Yeah. Predictions for World 1?
Going with World 1 again, man. Let's keep it Fred.
I'm gonna have a World 5, so that's what I'm guessing.
All right, World 5. Not one you usually see first.
No. I would like to see one where you have to go up and then back down, up and down.